Lads. Lads, welcome to another Sheffield United match preview. It is Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Sheffield United, as you can see on the ticker at the bottom of the screen. I'm going to bring in Mr. Hal Stewart. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm good. Looking forward to this. The game is on Sky Sports main event. That begins at 8 p.m, but our watch along starts on this channel at 7:45 p.m. Saturday.
AM.
7:45 p.m. Saturday. We are not getting up that early. In fact, I will just say, Nick, putting all football rivalries aside, we both want to wish Darren Moore all the best and hope he makes a full recovery. If you haven't heard the news, he has suffered a setback after his recent contraction of COVID-19. We wish him well.
We do, mate. We do. Football is just a game after all. We are all people. I've got many friends that are Sheffield Wednesday fans. And I don't think of them in a bad way. They're real people like everybody else. But no, Darren Moore is always been a very great, really good professional. And we wish him the best, don't we, mate? So, do we really have to talk about Sheffield United right now?
No, I mean, it feels like, I like baseball. I like baseball. That's a 162-game season before you even get to the playoffs. And yet this season with Sheffield United has felt longer.
Could you imagine us having to play 160-odd games?
Don't even think about it.
Yeah, let's not. Let's not at all. So what we're going to have to talk about is Sheffield United versus Arsenal at Bramall Lane. We were just nothing, weren't we? We tried to defend. We defended okay. We got opened up in the first half, 1-0. And as soon as it hit 1-0, the game was over. It just felt like the players' heads went down. We went backwards, defended, and we barely got forward after then. McGoldrick had a shot early on, which I always hate it. I always hate to think that when we have a shot early on, I always think, I hope that's not going to be our best chance of the game. And yes, it was, unfortunately. And then we got battered 3-0. So let's stop talking about that, Hal. Let's move on.
Last time out, when we played Wolves, Sunday, the 1st of December 2019 at Molineux, it was 1-1. Lys Mousset took a touch from Baldock's right wing cross before firing in what was then his 5th goal of the season on 21 minutes. He was in that real Lys Mousset purple patch. Nuno Espirito Santo's side, they were definitely second best until Doherty's header. He now plays for Spurs, of course. His header in sort of Raul Jimenez, who put the cross in after 64. Of course, Jimenez out with that head injury, so he won't play. 10 that played for us in that starting 11, Nick, that day are still with us. It is only Dean Henderson isn't. Of course, he's gone back to Manchester United after his loan spell.
You know, I said I wasn't going to throw you under the bus. How many of those are able to play in this game?
Okay, I mean, we don't know about the fitness of Basham, but we'll assume that he can't. So I would say Baldock, Lundstrom, Norwood. We don't know about Fleck, so we won't assume him. Stevens, Mousset, McGoldrick, 7.
God, 7, but how many of them are in the same form as last season?
0.
Yeah, 0. Maybe Baldock. Maybe you could give Baldock and Egan a pass because they've been two that have done okay this season. Not been brilliant, not been terrible. Anyway, let's move on to team news. Obviously, we've been dealt with 2 massive blows this week because Ollie McBurney and Billy Sharp are both out for the season. Not great at all. Don't get me wrong, Billy Sharp and Ollie McBurney have not featured a hell of a lot this season. You could probably say that Billy Sharp's probably featured a little bit more. Ollie McBurney's had a few problems with injuries. I remember a while back we kept talking about his shoulder injury because after he dived and then kind of was out for weeks and weeks and weeks. Now, he's out for the season. Billy Sharp's out for the season. We saw the really horrible image of Billy Sharp in the doctor's bed. It was like Norwood. Do you remember Norwood when he had that operation? He was just really sad to see. And Billy Sharp was pretty much the same, and it really upset me when I saw it. I was like, oh, Billy Sharp. Oh. But anyway, we'll move on. I've written down, or Hal's written down some notes for me here. So John Fleck, obviously we know that he's not trained all week. So he probably won't play, but you never know with John Fleck. He's played with a broken back before. He can play through anything. Then we've obviously got Sander Berger, who's looking like he's coming closer and closer to fitness. We're big fans of that. Obviously, Sander's been a big miss. We'd like for him to play instead of John Lundstrom for obvious reasons. So that's that. We've also obviously got Jack O'Connell, who has been struggling all season. We saw glimpses of him coming back into the fray with kind of photos on a trampoline and things like that. They've all gone away from social media, so it doesn't look like Jack O'Connell's anywhere near the first team, and I can't see Jack O'Connell even featuring until the end of the season. Do we really want him to feature? Do we want him to get injured more, or do we want him put in the shop window for other teams to come in and buy? No, we don't. As Hal is shaking his head.
Yep.
No, we don't. And then obviously there's Jack Robinson and Jack Rodwell and all them rubbish. Chris Basham is also looking like he's not going to be playing either. But again, same as Fleck, you never know with Bash. 1 week Hal was like, oh, Chris Basham definitely not playing this game. And then in he comes like a steam train straight into the first team. Choo-choo! Anyway, we'll move on to my predicted lineup. I've gone a little bit left field in this one. Obviously, no Basham, so we're expecting Ethan Ampadu to be playing at right centre-back. As there's no Fleck, or we don't think there's going to be any Fleck, I've put Osborne in the midfield. So that means Enda Stevens at left wing-back, and that means Kean Bryan back into left centre-back. It looks like he's out of favour at the moment, Bryan, but I think that's how they should go with Fleck not being there. I've put Zach Brunt in there just because I don't want to see Lundstrom in a Sheffield United shirt for the rest of the season. So I'm going to continue to put Zach Brunt in there because I think he's an exceptional young talent. Norwood in there, obviously defensive midfield. There's no one else we can really play in there. Norwood's had a bit of an up and down season. So, hopefully this will be an up for him. I've put Bogle in there because I just want to see his attack more. I'm bored of his defending. So, nothing against Baldock, but I'd just like to see Bogle in there. Obviously, Bogle could also play right centre mid, where he has done the odd time when he's come on. And then I've gone for McGoldrick and Brewster up top. I think we've only got three, 4 strikers left, haven't we? So we've got Burke and Mousset, the other two that could play there. But I've gone for McGoldrick and Brewster. We need to get Brewster some games. Because he's just not playing at all. So let's get him some games under his belt before the start of next season, Hal.
Yeah, I forgot Egan as well when of course we played Wolves last time. So actually 8 players could be involved. Looking at the Wolves opposition team, Wolves were dealt a blow this week with the news that Pedro Neto, Scandinavian for value, will miss the rest of the season with a knee injury, which is also going to rule him out of the Euros, which is a massive blow for Portugal. The hosts are also without Ruben Neves from Portugal after he tested positive for coronavirus. We wish him well. Raul Jimenez, who I already mentioned, remains a long-term absentee. He's got that dreadful head injury. João Moutinho from Portugal returned from injury against Fulham and could be in the starting 11. However, Wooly Bolly, he might be back. He served a period of self-isolation, so he could return for this game. I'm going to go with Patricio in goal, Saiss, Cody, Kilman, Samido, Moutinho, Dendoncker, Podence, Nori. I think that's how you say his name. The left wing back from Angers. Traore, who's just that man mountain and apparently doesn't hit the gym. And I train all the time and have the body of a slightly overdeveloped 12-year-old girl. And then he looks like that. And then Willian Jose up front. So that's what I'm going with for the Wolfie Wolves.
I'm not happy with you there, Hal, because you'd say a joke, I laugh, and then you say has got coronavirus. So it makes me seem like a horrible person laughing at someone having COVID.
You're an awful human. What can I say? The proof is out there.
Yeah, you're a horrible man. You're a horrible man.
You're a
all
horrible
on
man.
you.
You're the
No,
worst.
you're a horrible
You're the
man.
worst man.
It's like we're flirting here. Let's move on to score prediction because
Is that how you flirt? You just call a man awful.
Is that not how you?
Yeah,
No?
it is how I do. It's how
Yeah, I thought so. So let's move on to score predictions. Because there's no real point in us saying, "Oh, let's not do them just in case we put mockers on it." No, mate, it doesn't matter anymore. Let's just do a score prediction. So go.
All right, I want Bobby in the background to have an image ready, the special image of Lise, because in the watch along he was called Lise Museg, as we were doing footballers that are associated with chickens. Lise scored against Wolves away from home last time round. There's Museg. There's Lise Museg. He's going to score this time as well. He's going to come off the bench. He's going to score. We're all going to go absolutely crazy in a 2-1 loss. Wolves are going to win 2-1.
Oh, after all that. And do you know what I would love to say, but he's injured? I would love to say that the winner was going to be scored by Ollie McChicken.
The worst suggestion we had in.
It's definitely the worst. I'm not happy with Bobby liking Moose Egg over Ollie McChicken.
Some dreadful suggestions, but thanks all of you that got involved. It was without doubt the worst game, Arsenal, but the most fun watch along. And we'll be doing that watch along again for Wolves. Please join us 7:45 p.m. on this very channel.
It also makes me laugh that you think that Moose is going to score a goal, even after that shot against Arsenal.
Just getting his eye in. It's like when you go bowling. What's your prediction anyway?
My prediction... Oh, I thought I got away with that then. 3-0 Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Lovely.
Sorry.
I'm gonna give you a day when we did see 3 goals scored at Molineux for our memorable match. I'm going to take you back to Saturday the 5th of October 2002. Michael Tongue grabbed a brace and Chief Wayne Allison, he was in great form. He scored that? I did that. He scored his 4th in 4 games. Can you imagine the Chiefs scoring 4 in 4? Well, it happened. Wolves had been fortunate. They took the lead through a man I look just like without my beard, Rob Ullathorne. It was an own goal. And then Tongue went close to getting his hat-trick, as, of course, he pulled us back into that game, a 20-yarder that flew just over the top. But he'd done the damage after that own goal, getting those 2 goals, Chief getting one brilliant one as well. I was there with Statman Adam. Give him a follow at AdamBlade83. He provides loads of stats online. He put a bet on the Blades to win 3-1, but Sheffield United to score first. And because it was an own goal, it didn't count. So, he still won his bet because an own goals don't count. Well, they do count, but not with betting terms of first goal scorer.
No, don't count at all.
Could have said that so much easier. Our team that day, it was great. It was Kenny, Jags, Murphy, Page, Ullathorne, Tongue, Stuart McCall, Brown, Undlove. I mean, this is just like a Rolodex of quality. And then it gets a little strange up top. Obviously, you've got Chief Wayne Allison, but you might not remember, and I don't think anyone in the comments will remember.
Tommy Mooney.
No, I don't think anyone. He didn't sign for us till right towards the end of that season. We got him just before Liverpool's second leg. If anyone remembers who played up front, we'll move on to play for both, and I will give you the answer at the very end of who played up top with Chief. Yeah, with Chief Wayne
keep going.
No one's going to get it.
All right, okay. Well, I was there as well, so I'm thinking, how can I not know? Right, okay, let's move on to players that have played for both, mate. I'll go first, and I'm going to hit you with a cheeky little Ebanks Landell. What absolute man mountain this bloke was for 3/4 of a season, I would say.
Yeah, I love a cheeky Ethan Ebanks Landell. And also, we did a recent video, a tier list of Chris Wilder's signings. Check it out on this channel. He causes the first big argument.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? And Johnny wasn't very happy. Johnny Shorenview wasn't very happy that we put him so low because he had him down as God tier or whatever it was. But no, he scored some really important goals for us, made the attack scared of the Sheffield United defence, which hadn't happened before that point for a very, very long time. Big fan of him. Just a bit of a shame he hit a bit of bad form just at the end of his Blades time, because he could have actually been a starting centre-back for us in the Championship if he'd have carried his form on.
I've just got to say, Ruben, why didn't you tell us in the watch-along? Ollie McBurney, Ollie McBirdie. For footballers related to chickens. That's absolutely brilliant.
Why did no one else get that?
I know we should have done, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you Keith Curle as a player who played for both, of course, played for England as well, and you held his hand, Nick. I don't think we need any context. We'll just move straight on.
I think we should have a little bit of context. No, I'm not going to give any context because I've mentioned this twice on this channel. So if you don't know, you don't watch enough Sheffield United way. So I'm going to leave it there. And if you think I'm weird, fine, I'm weird. But you're the weird one for not watching enough Sheffield United way.
He's still going. Put your play for both in the comments, please. If you're watching later, pop them down below in the comments. But Keith Curle, a solid captain, and always did a job for us. Not such a great manager, but a good pro and a good player.
Definitely. I'm going to next go for Cody. Is that how you said it?
Cody.
You sound more like John Brayford there. It's like a Stoke accent.
We should get him on the channel.
Yeah, we should. It'd be a great podcast here. Anyway, we're not talking about John Brayford. We're talking about Conor Cody.
Smash a like if you'd like us to get John Brayford.
Definitely, let us know. Conor Cody was great for us. All he wanted to do, though, was go back to Liverpool and get back into their side. So I was a bit gutted when he said that in an interview once because he was brilliant for us in the midfield. But I've got a couple of Wolves fans as friends, and they all say, can't believe this guy scored goals for Sheffield United because he barely gets forward for Wolves. He's obviously scored a goal for England, so he's getting amongst the goals now, and he's doing very, very well for Wolverhampton Wanderers. And he's always done well in his career, really, you could say.
Final one for me. Plays fantastically for the Blades. It all went wrong for David Weir when he was sold. Kevin McDonald, a man who we replaced with Jose Baxter, bizarrely, two totally different players that play in different positions. But look at that hair. He's had a sort of an unfortunate end to his career with injuries. And we wish him the very, very best because I thought he was an excellent midfielder. Nick, I know you were a big fan of K-Dog.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely. He really turned his career back around because after Burnley, I heard some really bad stories about him. And he just turned it all around. He was brilliant for us. And it was a great signing for Wolves in the end that they prized him away from us when we were both in League One. Gutted when he went because I think that David Weir said in his time that the whole team was based around Kevin McDonald. And then we had him ripped away from us really early on. So who knows if Kevin McDonald would have stayed a Sheffield United player, we might have had to endure even more David Weir.
I didn't think of it like that. And to answer the question of the striker that played up front on that memorable match, 5th of October 2002, a 3-1 win at Molineux, Mickey Boulding.
Yeah, no chance. No chance. I'm glad you didn't make me go on because we'd have been here until watch a long time.
Well done if you got it.
Did anyone get it in the comments, by the way? Bobby, did you see anyone get it in the comments?
No one's going to get that. I said it would be too hard. No. But if you're watching this later, write it below. We will believe you didn't cheat. And join us for the watch-along Saturday, 7:45 p.m. We begin things. If you've never checked it out before, have a look at the highlights. They're very, very short on social media at Sheff United Way.
So like, subscribe, and we will see you tomorrow for the watch-along. Bye-bye.